I do wrong, better give me the work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy, it gave.
What's good, YouTube? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today I got Baddies Africa episode 15. You feel what I'm saying? And before we jump into all that and get into the tea, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content. But other than that, we're gonna jump straight into this motherfucker. So it starts off with KK versus Summer, and I'm not gonna lie, KK, she got that. She got Summer, you know what I'm saying? She dropped Summer, ended up putting Summer on that booty cheeks. She didn't want that, she didn't need that, she didn't have to have that. You know what I mean? So then they go for round 2, and I'm gonna go Coquilla again. I think she ended up getting that. I think she fought better. I think she was just tired of Summer. You know what I mean? Like, when you just tired of somebody, you gonna put BTA. All right, so all of a sudden, Dolly says that none of them that she's beefing with could beat her in a thumb wrestle right now. You know what I mean? So, and I was like, what? That's random. So then, Natalie says to LCK, speak on how you feel, like, about anybody that just, you know, don't got nothing nice to say about you. So then LCK says anyone that don't like her can kiss her ass. And Rolly says, oh my gosh, like, you talking about me? Like, you know, like, you have an issue with me, like, you have a problem with me because I said I don't like you, and then you say anybody that don't like you could kiss your ass. So she's like, yeah, anybody that don't like me could kiss my ass. So Rolly tells her, come down here and say it to my face. So then they're like, no, Rolly, no. And I'm like, dang, Rolly, like, this is why people say, like, you a bully. Like, you knew you could beat that girl. Like, we all know SDK is not giving no work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we all know that. So it's like, for you to sit there and try to, like, get on that with her, that was weird. It was weird. So once Elsie says it again to her face, she said, anybody that don't like me can kiss my ass. Rolly slapped the fuck out of Elsie. I'm talking about, nigga, Africa, Canada, United States, like, South America, nigga. She took her through there. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did she do? Was it literally that deep? Yo, really funny as fuck. She literally pushed LCK and told her to get in the grass. Yo, she pushed her in the fucking bushes. Yo, I was weak as fuck. I was dead. Like, I was so gone. I couldn't even believe. I said, what am I watching? But that shit was so funny. So Lex intervenes and calls Scotty and says, do you have an issue with me? Do you have an issue with me? So she starts, like, trolling Scotty. Like, just sitting here trolling. Like, she's not even being serious. So Lex is starting to call a fade for Scotty. And Scotty's like, I'm never ducking smoke. Like, you want to fight me? Like, I'm not a fighter, but, you know, I'll get out there. So Lex, like, fake jumping at her like she did in episode 1. She just she just jumping at Scotty. She just jumping at Scotty like like this pump fake kid. So Lex and Scotty end up getting into it, and I'm not even gonna hold you. Maybe from editing, and remember, she is messing with the pepper, so maybe her editing does look a little good, but it don't look like Lex was doing anything to Scotty for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Scotty was kicking her, scratching her. Lex left with a whole scratch on her motherfucking face. Like, Scotty held her own. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, from what I seen, like, from the fight video, it looked like she held her own. It looked like Lex wasn't doing no damage to her. It looked like Scotty was about to cry. I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you fine? Like, after she won, Lex, like, are you okay? Like, she was crying and shit. So then Tabby hops in and puts her 2 cents in, like, girl, you could have avoided this by just shutting the fuck up and not saying nothing. You know you can't beat, like, I get it. It's annoying when you popping at somebody that you can't beat, but it's like, if you know you can't beat her, you need to keep that shit cute. You need to just take your winnings, take your bearings, and get on your camel and go. So Tabby asks Lex, do she want to fight? Remember, Lex didn't ask Tabby, did she want to fight? Tabby asked Lex, do she want to fight? Because she kept popping it at her. And Lex just like, oh, I don't like you. Like, you just keep popping it. Ooh, ooh. So Tabby says that she wants to eat the cat. But Dolly Johnson said, Lex don't want to eat your cat. She a pillow princess. You know what I'm saying? She likes to get her pussy. Hey, she don't like to eat pussy. So she just, you know what I'm saying? So Dolly like, So then Tabby calls out Lex for having a foot fetish. And anybody that's been online knows that Lex was doing some old OnlyFans and must have been selling feet pics or some shit. So that's why she said that. So Lex got a little triggered a little bit. I go, you. So all of a sudden, Diamond calls Choco out for saying that she had a problem with a few bitches. And yes, Choco, I think you picking and choosing because you saying Diamond because she snuck you. Yes, Diamond did sneak you. But you also should be on that with Ivory because Ivory was acting like she, you know what I'm saying, she wanted a problem with you over Diamond. And I felt like you should have got on that more, but hey, that's just me. So Diamond says that she wanted to fight some people, but she needs to say who. And then Choco said just you. So she said, oh, okay. So Diamond and Choco start fading each other weak as hell. The fight was just, it was bland. It was, but Choco did put Diamond in the bushes. That was funny. Everybody is going in the bushes. Oh my god! And then they had them fighting in that little space, like though. I'll get to that. So all of a sudden, K Rican walking over, but past Summer a little bit, but she like feel away that she fought Kokilla. So they go at it. Summer is tearing K Rican out the frame for 2 rounds. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all better stop playing. Listen, Kokilla, you ended up getting that. That was the first. Listen, it took episode 15. 14 for Kokilla to really get on Summer. Like, bro, Summer been on Kokilla the whole season before that, bro. She been whooping Kokilla through there. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry, K Rican, you gave Summer no work. Like, you're not, she's like, oh yeah, I had to mink. You're not minking nothing. But then, no, she did have a knot, but that could have been from Kokilla or just her fighting. So Tabby and Lex, they get on that, but I didn't like this. And like I said, Choco, you see how Tavy and Lex got in the field? Why they didn't let Scotty and Lex fight that in the field like that? We know why, but I'm just saying, like, it's like that doesn't make sense. Like, they should have had that much room when Lex was fighting Scotty. Why did she fight TV and get to beat that bitch till she bloody? I don't know. I didn't like that. That shit just made me feel away. And they made all them fight in tight ass spaces. K Rican and Summer in it. Like, they could have just went there that whole time. So, Lex started getting Tavy at first, but towards the end, in that first round, it looked like Tavy was. The problem with Tavy is she rushes, but she don't punch. She grabs instead of punching. So then she loses points like that because Lex is a puncher. She gonna throw it to you. So you can't counter what she's throwing. So you're just getting pieced up. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing onto her. But yeah, I ain't gonna say Tavy. Yeah, upon further review, Lex won the first round clear. So yeah. Lex is taking Tavy through there. Round 2. I'm not gonna lie, Lex was taking Tavy where she did not want to go. She had her on the fucking floor, like, just minking her shit. Like, you could tell Tavy was trying to rush her, but it wasn't enough. Like, Diamond funny as fuck. Diamond funny as fuck. Like, she in all like, oh no, like, break it up. And then Ivory just like, oh my gosh, like, Tavy, like, you rushed her, and then what? Like, what happened? I said Lex happened, babe. Lex is what happened. Like, she's a monster. So Lex must have had Tavy wig. She was throwing it up, playing with it, and then it accidentally got in the fire. It got in the motherfucking fire. Yo, that shit is funny. That shit was funny. Because she said she didn't mean to, but she did it anyway. So, Diamond says that Lex only bled Tavy because she was already injured from the fights previously with her. So, like, she reopened the cut that was already there, which is true. But it's like, it's not Lex's fault. Like, you called her out for a fight. You wanted to fight her. It wasn't the other way around. Tavy did not want that. You don't need that. For my Dollhouse fans up there. They don't need that. That's how I felt watching Tavy. Like, that's how I felt. Like, she didn't want to fight Lex no more. Her inhaler, like, she got problem. I don't know. Like, she got asthma, motherfucker, a pinky missing. I don't know. You know what I mean? She just going through a lot. She cannot beat Lex. She cannot beat this girl. This girl is too much for her to handle. So Lex is pressing the issue hard. I'm talking about press. Like Lex is so mad. Like, it was weird seeing Lex like this. Like, usually she'd be like, she get mad, she be on that, but it's like she was fiending to fight Tavy now. Like, it's like that shit activated something in her. I don't know. Like, so Tavy, she says she don't need that no more. Her lungs feel crazy. She outwinded. She can't even argue with her. Like, that's how much out of breath she is. Like, she can't go back and forth with Lex. Lex is on Tavy bumper. I'm talking about heavy. She needs that. She wants that. She gotta have that. You know what I mean? But I think she's mad about Scotty being in there with her. I think that's why she took it out on Tavy that much. It wasn't that deep. I feel like they should have fought. You beat her ass, move on. But Lex kept running up on Tavy, like following her, running up, like, what? Like, that's weird. But I do think she was mad she couldn't get Scotty the way she wanted to. And that could be producing because she fucked with Lemmy. So Lemmy not about to have her out here looking beat up and tore up and crazy. You feel me? And Lex keeping it cute and probably friends or got friends with Scotty because she don't want to lose her job. Clock it, because you see Summer, Dolly, and none of them, they don't like Scotty, but they're not gonna pop it because they know she date the CEO of the fucking company. Scotty out here playing chess with y'all. I'm so serious, like no lie, because she know nobody gonna touch her. So Natalie tries to hype up Tavy after a fight and shit like that, but she's trying to separate Lex from her. It was just a montage of just Lex pressing her, really. Like, that's the scene for y'all. Like, Lex was just trying to press Tavy. They wasn't letting her. So, Natalie tries to hype Tavy up after the fight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to the club. We need to get lit. We need to get dressed. So, the ladies get ready for their booking. Diamond, Fauna. No, not Diamond. K-Rican and Fauna. It cuts to them because they're all getting ready. But then K-Rican and Fauna get into it with Russian Cream. Now, I don't know how this happened or what happened. But Russian Cream outside yelling, screaming in the parking lot. I don't know. You know, she just got a lot of shit going on. So, K-Rican comes from outside and inserts herself. And she wants that again with Russian. Russian funny. So she's like, I'm not fighting you. And running around the parking lot like, bro. Yeah, she is trolling them, dancing, twerking. She does not, like, bro, she not about to fight them. So, Russian and K-Rican are into it because she tried to fight K-Rican when she was injured, so K-Rican trying to fight her while she injured. And I ain't gonna lie, K-Rican got aim. Like, that's funny. Natalie was like, ooh, you got good aim. Because K-Rican threw something, like, straight at Russian face. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And Fauna and Rican felt like Russian should go home because she's not doing enough and she stayed injured and she's not out there. And plus, she's not showing enough on screen or whatever. So they feel she should go home. So Fauna announces that she'll go to the club, but she's going by herself because Rican and Killer are staying home. So they're on their way to the club. Damn, I'm gonna stop having my phone like that. So they're on their way to the club. And I don't know if it was Russian or Dolly, but one of them, no, I think it was Russian. Russian asked, why would you call Rolly out? Like, and Dolly said, the same way you did and got your ass whipped. Like, that shit was funny because you could tell Dolly she do not like Russian, like, at all. So Elsie explains why she called out Rolly, and she's not scared of her. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who's out there. She knows she can't beat Rolly, but she's not gonna let Rolly just sit here and talk to her crazy. And rightfully so. Like, you shouldn't let nobody just, you know what I'm saying, violate you, disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grown women, whether it be someone heavy hitter or not. And I respect it about Elsie. Scotty left a scar on Lex, and I didn't notice that till they was in the scene, and Lex had to put like ointment or some gloss over her like mouth area. So I was like, oh shit, like. They arrive at the Black Samurai, you know, they at the club, they at their booking, turning up, shaking ass, you know, per usual baddie shit. And Scotty is popping her shit on the mic. I'm like, ooh, she like, ooh, these just can't fuck with me. You know, I'm not a fighter, but I get out there. I said, ooh, Scotty, ooh, she feeling herself. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? We need that drink Scotty's on, because she's Scotty with the body in. Okay, so they're in the club, they're turning up, and it cuts to Diamond, and she's singing, line that shit up, line that shit up. Lex grabs the mic and says, all you pussy assholes can line it up. Now, Lex, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. She line it up. All you hoes line it up. Now, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, she calling out that whole other side. So, I'm like, damn, like, because it's Scotty, Fauna, Diamond. Tavy, Natalie, and some other shit. But I know she was talking to Natalie. And I think she was low-key talking to DTB. I'm not even going to hold you because DTB, like, you feel me? She was like, you know, line that shit up. And Lex just going off on her. She said, I'll line it up with all you hoes, beat all you bitches up, which is true. I think nobody on that side could beat Lex, honestly. Like, so she's not lying there. So finally, like, she starts singing it back, like, bitch, line it up. We could do that. So they start arguing. They going at it, boom, boom. And Lex goes at Fauna. I don't know if she tries to throw something or tries to run up on her, but yeah, like, she was pissed that night. She was hella pissed. And, you know, the episode ends there and we get to next week. And next week looking real, real good. And I don't know when the season going to end, y'all. Probably episode 25, 26. I don't fucking know. But that's the end of this episode in review. If you stay to the end, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on all post notification bells to be notified with new forms of content. And I will see y'all next video. Love y'all.